our 2026 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson ready for some preseason football. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin. Baker Mayfield brings the Buccaneers out. Greg, he's 31 now, year 9 in the league. Former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma back in 2018.
You know, I feel like every time we do a Tampa Bay Bucks game or even just a Baker Mayfield game, regardless of who he's playing for, you know, we all sit up here and we say the same thing, right? This guy's got a little grit. He's got some competitive spirit. He's tough. You know, he's all the things that we saw all the way back to his days as the Heisman Trophy winner in college. And a big reason why he's become the long-term face of this organization, replacing Tom Brady, was really just because his teammates love him, his coaches love him, the fans love him, and it's just the style in which he plays the position.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds, right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. 10th season now for the 2-time MVP of the league, 3-time Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes, Greg, back after suffering the knee injury in Week 15 of the 2025 season.
You know, we can dive into the pieces and how do they get better and, you know, what is the future of Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. But, Mike, right now, for today at least, the story is a healthy Patrick Mahomes is just good for the NFL. It's good to see him back out there running around, leading this Chiefs offense. It just feels right. 15's behind center, and man, he's had a long road to recovery, and the entire league's just happy to see him back. You can just see the frustration of the defender. Just see him get off the quarterback. It's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time.
A throw right side is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 29.
On play action, Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of LSU. And the Chiefs are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. He's got room past the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. I'm going to save some of those for the regular season. That's a 1st down.
First down, Chiefs.
Throwing is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
Mahomes pass complete to Xavier Worthy. Touchdown. touchdown.
You know, there's so
Kansas
many
City.
key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, he does the rest.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Buccaneers offense heading out. Their offensive coordinator is Zach Robinson. Zach, the OC for the Falcons last couple of years before moving here in the division to the Bucs back in January. It's Otten in motion. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
That's a 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
First down, 10 yards to go.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They send Godwin in motion. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion hits about 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's going to tuck it and go. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He may have earned himself a little lecture about not sliding, especially when you're in a preseason game. But he did pick up the first down. Godwin working the right side.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to first and goal.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
He'll take off again. Showing a little elusiveness there. Give him 6 on the scramble, and that gets them closer after that first and goal play.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On second down, Baker. After being burnt with the pick on the last drive, this time smartly throwing it away.
Now 3rd and
Big
goal.
play coming up. 3rd and goal. Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. His offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers, they're on the board. It's 7-3. McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here at the 44.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10.
On the ground, it's Irvin. A modest game. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Baker to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And let's give him 4 on that scramble as they get a little bit closer for this third down.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. It's Riley Dixon coming on now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Down at the 26. A gain of 11 on the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
On first down, they go right back to Smith. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Once again, it's Smith. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll have more from Tampa after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it starting third down and 2. They'll try to run for it with Smith. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
4 yards. First down, Kansas City.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First catch there for Rice, and he's got a first down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
First down throw, Mahomes. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 38 now, here's second and 3. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
Offense rolling right along on this drive. Another first and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Rashee Rice was the target there.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And some good blocking, bringing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Brings up third down.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Now Mahomes. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. Here's Walker. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, KC. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any...
Into space. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Kenneth Walker, at Super Bowl 60 MVP from his time in Seattle, coming out for the Chiefs' next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. On the give, it's Smith. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Smith again. A gain there of 11. Good for a Chiefs first down.
At the 42-yard line.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. And they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big...
And they're going to get to him and take him down. Back on the other side of midfield. Going to bring up second and long.
Second down.
Patrick to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. And uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Rashee Rice, Chiefs touchdown.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one complete. It's Jalen McMillan. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now the Bucs will take their first time out. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Jaden Hicks there defensively.
Second down throw from Mayfield. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Remigio now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So, from the 37, here's second down and a yard. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Play action here. Mahomes. That is hot down the field. It's worthy. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 26 yards.
In some rhythm, the drive's rolling. Here's another first and 10. A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On the ground, it's Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. They'll run, and this is Smith. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8.
Brings up
Second down, they need 2 yards.
8-yard line.
Shotgun run now with Walker. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Third and 2. Here we go. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Noah Graham, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Alexander on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The pressure is too much, and he goes down. Christian Roseboom gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal. The defensive pressure was stifling, forced him to throw it away, and it brings up fourth down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Chiefs are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10. After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the first down. A pickup of 9. From the 31, here comes a second and a yard. That's Ibuka in motion. Throwing on second down. Mayfield. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the first down.
On first down, here's Irving. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
For a first down.
Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. A short one there to Otten. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Defense. That penalty is declined.
Reporting live from Knott's Berry Farm for the Nightmares for Real.
On the ground, Gainwell. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
The 11-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Gainwell. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On third down, it's Irving. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Irving will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Believe it or not, Mike, this is actually the way modern defenses are designing their system. They're trying to force offenses to go the long way. Don't give up explosives, and then try to compete for field goals in the red zone. So not only is this offense able to sustain possession and maintain the ball, but when you come away with touchdowns, it's just back-breaking for these defenses.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Remigio now on the return. And they will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. He's got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Give up the middle to Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Open man is Horton. He's got it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. Now a run with Smith. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
39-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. the end of the third. New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Horton. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Buccaneers, 18.
On the handoff, it's Smith. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Here's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, lining his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone. They got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
That could prove to be a big one, because if he misses, it's still a 1-possession game. Instead, he steps up, he nails it, and their chances of winning just took a big jump.
The Buccaneers offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again, and he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Baker. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade up that time around. And 3rd down coming up. To throw is Mayfield. He'll air it out down the middle. That is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
6 yards.
It'll be 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And they're going down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Now Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 5-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Irving. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
the stop. A gain of 1 yard on the play.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
Well, they know they needed at least a field goal to try to cut this to a one-possession game, so they got it. But now, can the defense, can they tighten up here and get a quick stop? Because not only do they need the ball back, they need to make sure they leave enough time for what would be a game-winning drive.
Play action here. Mahomes. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards. First down throw. Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. It's second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, they'll go with Smith. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down. And the Bucs will take their first timeout. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up.
First down, Kansas City.
A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. That is hot down the field. It's worthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 20. And a first down, Chiefs.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Chiefs. That his second touchdown tonight. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On the return is Sean Tucker. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Looking downfield for Otten. He's got it! A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Gain of 45 yards. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Baker. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring them down, keep it to no gain.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Once again, it's Walker. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. There he goes again. And he is all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
A run inside with Smith. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They face second down, 8 yards to go.
Second and 8 at the 18-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Mahomes now on second down. This one all but over. Here's third down. Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 20. Harrison Butker at a
Just
kickoff.
1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. As we move closer to the regular season, they'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Tampa.